Last month, President Barack Obama became the first U.S. head of state to publicly support same-sex marriages. Since then, world leaders who have not taken a clear stance on the issue have been pushed into the spotlight. For the BVI, on Monday, May 21st, the question was posed to Deputy Premier Dr. Kedrick Pickering, and JTV News took to the streets to get residents and religious leaders' views on the controversial issue.
President Barack Obama's endorsement of same-sex marriage came as a shock to many, but the move acted as a catalyst in many regards as gay rights activists began lobbying in many countries for the legalization of same-sex marriage. Several countries have recently begun backtracking on their views regarding same-sex marriage, seeking to join countries already allowing it, such as the Netherlands, first country to accept gay marriages on April 1, 2001. The countries that followed were Belgium, Spain, Canada, South Africa, Norway, Sweden, Portugal, Iceland, and Argentina. In an article on Travel Agent Central Online, it was stated that same-sex destination weddings could be the next big niche for travel agents. It went on to state that there are many committed couples who want to have their dream beach wedding in the Caribbean. Just last month, in an effort to boost tourism, Cabinet amended the Marriage Act, which reduces the time to get the marriage requirement in the BVI from 3 days to 1 day. In presenting the bill, Dr. Smith said the downturn in the world economy behooves the government to do whatever it could to push tourism in the country, and the Marriage Amendment Act is meant to do just that. But persons began to question whether this drive would include same-sex couples. During our May episode of NDP Radio, one caller posed the question to this government.
Yes, I heard you talking about marriage tourism. Marriage tourism.
Yes.
Does that include same-sex marriage as well? You get my question?
The answer is no.
Hello?
The answer is no.
Oh, thanks, sir. That's it.
Except for the island of Dominica, however, gay couples traveling into conservative territories has not been popularly accepted, with countries such as the Cayman Islands going as far as to turn away ships carrying gay passengers in 1998 and again in 2010. To find out what residents have to say on the topic of same-sex marriage, JTV News heard from those who were willing to speak openly on camera.
It's against the good book. God ordained a man and a woman to marry, not 2 men or 2 women. And we don't want it here.
I totally against God, against this thing, period. God against this thing. Sodom and Gomorrah was destroyed because of that. And I don't think we should even think about that subject.
The Bible says abomination. However, if a man see that they want to do it, that's their business. But I personally, I wouldn't do it. I don't want my children to do it, and I would not encourage anybody to do it.
In the eyes of man, it might seem like it's right, but in the sight of God, it is wrong. The answer to the question, we find it in Leviticus 18, 22 and 23. Thou shalt not lie with mankind as with womankind. It is an abomination.
JTV News also spoke with Reverend Ishmael Charles of the New Testament Church of God to hear what his thoughts as a minister were on same-sex marriages.
Well, the New Testament Church of God, where we stand on gay marriage, is basically from a biblical standpoint, where we believe that the Bible gives us the complete ability of God, where God has made one man and a woman for marriage. Based on the original stands in marriage in Genesis, God made them both male and female for marriage. And the Church of God stands on the value that we are going to be just man and woman only. So where we stand on gay marriages is something that we believe that God does not ordain. So we, the New Testament Church of God, believe that God does not ordain gay marriages. That's where we stand on that. But at the same time, people take their alternative lifestyle to what they want to do. But our church loves people in that context and minister to them about what the originality of God is. But we do not accept what people call an alternative lifestyle, they have the same-sex marriage and make it a God thing. We do not accept that from a biblical standpoint because it's not biblical.
With the views of government and the community now expressed on the issue of same-sex marriage, it does not appear likely that gay marriages will become a part of the BVI's tourism initiative anytime soon. This is Walter Barrett for JTV News.